Society wants you weak. They tell you that confidence is about being loud. They tell you it is about fitting in. They tell you to smile, to be agreeable, and to seek validation. They lied to you. Real power does not seek attention, it commands it. There is a specific, rare type of confidence that makes people uneasy. It is not the confidence of a clown who screams for applause because he is desperate to be liked. It is the confidence of a predator who knows he has already won before the hunt has even begun. Think about the most dangerous person you have ever met. Were they the loudest person in the room? Probably not. The most dangerous people are often the quietest. They are the ones who sit back and observe. They are the ones who do not react to petty insults. They are the ones whose silence feels heavier than a scream. When you possess this energy, you don't need to speak to be heard. Your presence alone changes the temperature of the room. People respect you, not because they like you, but because they fear the potential of what you could do. They sense a dormant volcano beneath the surface. Most men will live their entire lives as prey. They will spend their days worrying about what others think of them, begging for acceptance and apologizing for taking up space. But you are not here for that. You are here because you are tired of being the nice guy. You are here because you want to be the storm. In this deep dive, we are going to dismantle your old understanding of social dynamics. We are going to explore the psychological traits of what I call dangerous confidence. We will look at the neurology of eye contact, the Machiavellian use of silence, the power of radical detachment, and the integration of your dark side. By the end of this video, you will have the tools to destroy your need for external validation and replace it with something colder, something stronger, something that scares them. Let's begin with the most primal signal of dominance in the animal kingdom, the eyes. The eyes are the window to the nervous system. When two predators meet in the wild, the first battle is not fought with claws or teeth, it is fought with the eyes. The act of looking away signals to the brain, I am weak, I am afraid of conflict, please do not hurt me. In modern society, most people have weak eyes. Pay attention the next time you are in a conversation. Watch how people behave. They look down at their shoes. They look at their phones. They dart their eyes around the room like a nervous animal looking for an escape route. Why do they do this? Because holding eye contact creates neurological tension. It spikes cortisol levels in the brain. It feels like a threat. So, to relieve that pressure, the weak person breaks the gaze. They submit to lower the tension. To become dangerous, you must master the void gaze. This is not about staring someone down aggressively like a thug in a bar fight. That is reactive and childish. That shows you are emotional. The void gaze is deeper. It is the ability to look at someone with zero need for their reaction and zero fear of their judgment. It works like this: when you are speaking to someone or when they are speaking to you, lock your focus onto one of their eyes. And here is the secret that very few people understand. When you finish your sentence, do not look away. Human beings are conditioned to break eye contact immediately after they finish speaking. It is a social cue that says, I am done, now please approve of what I said. It is a submissive gesture. You must do the opposite. You must sit in the tension. When you finish speaking, hold their gaze for 2 to 3 seconds longer than what feels comfortable. In that brief window of silence and observation, you trigger a primal alarm in their brain. Their subconscious mind begins to panic. They start wondering, why isn't he looking for my approval? Did I say something wrong? Is he judging me? You flip the script entirely. Instead of you trying to impress them, they suddenly feel the need to impress you. You become the judge, and they become the defendant. The void gaze tells the world that you are comfortable with tension. The art of weaponized silence. The fool speaks because he feels he has to say something. The wise man speaks because he has something to say. But the dangerous man? He knows that silence is a weapon. Robert Greene, in the 48 Laws of Power, states in Law 4, always say less than necessary. In almost every social interaction, power dynamics are determined by who is talking the most. The person who talks the most is usually the one with the least power. Talking is often a defense mechanism. When people feel insecure, they try to fill the empty space with noise. They over-explain their actions, they justify their decisions, they apologize for things they haven't even done wrong. They are terrified of the silence because silence forces introspection. Silence feels like judgment. You must learn to weaponize this fear. Stop explaining yourself. If someone disrespects you or asks a probing, uncomfortable question, do not rush to answer. Do not get defensive. Do not start an argument. Simply look at them using the gaze we just discussed and say nothing. Let the silence stretch. Let it become heavy and suffocating. Most people will crumble under this pressure. They will do anything to fill the void. They will start backpedaling. They will say, "I didn't mean it like that." They will reveal their true intentions. They will give you information you didn't even ask for, just to break the tension. When you stay silent, you force the other person to look at themselves. You force them to reflect on their own stupidity or aggression. This is the power of the pregnant pause. Before you answer a question, pause for a full 2 seconds. It shows you are thinking. It shows you are not impulsive. It shows you are not eager to please. You are weak because you want something. You are weak because you are needy. You need the job to pay your bills. You need the girl to feel valid. You need the respect of your peers to feel important. You need the deal to go through to feel successful. As long as you need these things, the world owns you. Anyone who can give you what you want has power over you. Anyone who can take it away has power over you. Dangerous confidence comes from one place and one place only, the willingness to walk away. This is what we call radical detachment. Imagine a man who walks into a car dealership. He loves a specific car. He needs it. He tells the salesman how much he loves it. That man has no power. The salesman will extract every penny from him because he knows the man is attached to the outcome. Now imagine a man who walks in, likes the car, but is perfectly happy to walk out and take the bus home if the price isn't right. That man cannot be manipulated. That man holds all the cards. To be dangerous, you must adopt the mindset that you need nothing from anyone. This is the Machiavellian prize frame. In any interaction, there is a prize and there is a contestant. The contestant tries to win the prize. Most men act like contestants. They try to win the approval of women, bosses, and society. You must flip the dynamic. You are the prize. You must train your mind to be completely independent of the outcome. Do the work, present your value, be excellent in what you do, but emotionally, be a ghost. If they give you the job, good. If they don't, good. If she likes you, good. If she leaves, good. If the world applauds you, good. If they hate you, good. When people realize that you do not need them to survive, they become terrified of losing you. Humans are wired to chase what retreats. We want what we cannot control. When you are detached, you become unpredictable. People cannot manipulate you with guilt because you don't care about their opinion. They cannot manipulate you with fear because you aren't afraid of loss. You become a ghost in the system. You are there, but you are untouchable. Be the man who is willing to walk away from the negotiation table at any second. Be the man who is willing to be alone rather than be disrespected. When you are willing to walk away, the world will run after you. There is a massive misconception in modern society that being a good person means being harmless. We are taught that being nice, passive, and compliant is the path to virtue. This is a lie. If you are harmless, you are not virtuous. You are just weak. A rabbit is not virtuous because it doesn't eat the wolf. It is just a rabbit. It has no choice in the matter. True confidence, the kind that scares people, comes from competence and lethality. Renowned psychologist Jordan Peterson speaks often about the idea that you should be a monster and then you should learn to control it. He is capable of aggression. He is capable of destruction. He is capable of being cruel. He understands the dark side of human nature because he has explored it within himself. Carl Jung called this the shadow. If you deny your dark side, if you pretend you are incapable of anger or selfishness, you become a coward, you become resentful, you become passive-aggressive. But when you integrate the shadow, you become whole. A man who knows he is dangerous has nothing to prove. Think of a martial arts master. He walks with a relaxed confidence. He doesn't need to puff his chest out. He doesn't need to start fights. He knows that if a situation turned violent, he could end it in seconds. That knowledge gives him a deep, calm peace. This is the metaphor of the sword in the sheath. A sword that is dull and rusty is useless. A sword that is sharp but swung wildly by a maniac is dangerous to everyone. But a sword that is razor-sharp, kept in its sheath, and held by a master that commands respect. You must build your competence. You must sharpen your sword. When you know you are a monster, you no longer need to pretend to be a tough guy. You can be polite. You can be gentle. You can be kind. But your kindness is a choice, not a necessity. Be the storm that stays in the clouds. Let them know the thunder is there, but do not strike unless you must. That restraint is the ultimate display of power. Listen to me closely. The path I have just described is not for everyone. 99% of the people who started watching this video have already clicked off. They have gone back to their comfortable lies. They have gone back to being sheep, begging for attention, apologizing for their existence, and hoping that being nice will save them. Let them go. If you are still listening to my voice, you are part of the minority. You are the 1% who seeks to understand the machinery of human nature. You are the one who is willing to stare into the abyss. Do not just listen to these words, apply them. Tomorrow, when you walk into a room, do not seek approval, test the void gaze. When someone challenges you, do not explain yourself. Test the weaponized silence. When you desire something, let it go. Test the radical detachment. Build your mind, build your body, integrate your shadow. Become so confident that your silence speaks louder than their screams. Become so confident that your presence demands respect without you uttering a single word. Become the storm they pray never comes. You have been asleep for too long. It is time to wake up. If you are ready to master your mind, decode the psychology of the elite, and unlock your true potential, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. We do not deal in comfort here. We deal in reality. Welcome to the inner circle.